Today I'm going to teach you how to practice mindfulness meditation. Don't worry if it's your first time, the more and more you practice, the easier it becomes. However, there's no right way to meditate and you can never do it wrong. Getting yourself on the cushion is half the battle. Speaking of the cushion, making a nice, comfortable area for yourself is the first thing to do. I personally like a more dimly lit, quieter place where I can be alone. I like to wear comfortable clothes, and sometimes I like to burn incense or light a candle to make a calming environment. From here, you are going to want to have some sort of cushion. It doesn't have to be fancy, you can even just use a folded blanket. Just make sure that when sitting on it, you are comfortable enough so that you can sit up straight without your leg going numb or something of that nature, and that your sit bones are connecting solidly with the surface. If you are uncomfortable, make the seat higher. The longer you practice, you might become more comfortable with lowering your seat. Personally, my body appreciates a flat ground surface. For those that aren't even comfortable in this position, can sit on a chair with their feet flat on the ground. No using this as an excuse to lean up against it or slouch. Next step is making sure that your body is in the correct position. As I mentioned earlier, sit up straight. One of the most important things in mindfulness meditation is an almost regal feeling, confidence in yourself and your body. You can feel the energy change even as you begin to pull back and down your shoulders and lengthen your spine. Try it. Your hands should be resting comfortably on your thighs. If you can't find a comfortable spot, raise your hands by bending at the elbow and let go, dropping your arms from there. After establishing that, pay attention to your gaze. Eyes should not be wide open, nor should they be tightly shut. It should be with eyes opened about 4 to 6 feet in front of you on the floor. The point of mindfulness meditation is to be completely aware of the moment you are in and what you are experiencing. Therefore, closing your eyes and trying to clear your mind will not do. This brings us to your chin, which shouldn't be tucked in or raised too high. Lightly tuck your chin, and this will help to anchor your gaze down. Now that we have the position, here comes the actual act of mindfulness meditation. As you are sitting on the cushion, your practice of mindfulness will be anchored to your breath. Your breath is real and now, it's your constant. You can keep your breathing at a normal pace, no need for regulation, but you will be focusing on your out-breath. Follow your out-breath out of your lungs, up your throat, and to the tip of your nose as the wind comes out your nostrils. Then repeat. When one thinks about meditation, there's usually the misconception that it is in hopes to completely clear the mind into an empty space. However, this is not the base of mindfulness meditation, nor does it cultivate tools that you can use in your everyday life. When a thought pops into your head, whether it be a bad one about how much you hate your neighbor for waking up at 6 a.m. and mowing the lawn, or a good one, such as your plans for the next day with your significant other, all should be labeled simply as thinking and dropped. This is where the mindfulness comes in. Between simultaneously paying attention to your breathing and being aware of the thoughts that you have and practicing not dwelling on them, the ability to know the inner workings of your mind will slowly become easier and easier. The goal of mindfulness is to bring yourself into the present by not worrying about the past or trying to guess the future. The past is something that has already happened, and the future is something that is unknown and which you will eventually arrive to. For right now, it's that simple. Just follow this practice over and over. It's about discipline. Don't let yourself fall asleep, start counting your toes out of boredom, or even get distracted by your pet hedgehog. But most importantly, remember to be kind to yourself and your body. You don't need to sit like a rock. Make sure to move your body if you're experiencing any kind of pain, and don't be hard on yourself if you feel like you couldn't rein in your mind today. Even for myself, I celebrate the little victories of being in the present moment for even just a few seconds.